Good morning, this is Monica Flannery, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Serenity RN, aka Mama Mon's channel. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick dolphin reading with you today. It's beginning of August. We are entering into Leo season, and I wanted to do a quick update. A lot of people were expressing a lot of anxiety, a lot of purging, a lot of feeling a lot of energy going on. Last month was an opportunity for us to really dig deep and see what things in our life. It was a reevaluation time to really focus on what is important for us, right? And to also notice where we're still having blocks. And it could be in our love life, it could be in business, within ourselves, within expressing who we are, feeling comfortable in ourselves. So wherever you notice that you were having some restrictions, feeling blocked, high anxiety or frustration, those are just areas that we should journal and take note of where we need more inner soul work to really work through these blocks, right? This is the opportunity right now to push through and really free ourselves of these perceived restrictions. A lot of times it's just the way that we've been conditioned, and we need to open up to see new opportunities coming to us, new ways of expressing ourselves, and learning how to be free, right? It's really, Leo season is about freeing ourselves and how to let all our inhibitions go, well, to a point. Balance, right? Finding our balance. But I want to do this divine dolphin reading today, and all these cards came flying out, so I'm just going to read them in the order that they came out, and they were thrown at me all over the floor. So this is for whoever it resonates with, and for those who are moving into listening to their divine guidance. I want to really give you a lot of credit for moving into that space. This is the time to really open up those channels and to find your support systems. Having your support system in place is where it gives us the extra energy to push through any restrictions we're experiencing right now, and to move through. The other side is our transformation, and it's here. It's right here. We just got to get to the other side of it, and I'm right there with you. I'm in the process of making a move, so I'll be sharing more of that in another video. But back to the dolphin reading. Leo season. So it begins with retreat. Retreat is finding our place where we can just take a break from whatever's going on in our life. So, and you know where you find your retreat. Some people need to go to the beach, sit along, right? Get in the ocean, salt baths, Himalayan salt baths, lavender, herbal bomb baths, being in water, being out in the woods, playing, planting your garden, planting some new flowers, getting out and weeding, right? All these things are very grounding, and we all have our own way of where we connect. When we can connect with nature, it takes away all the distractions, really, because all these things are just distractions, distracting us from ourselves, right? So finding our way back to healing ourselves in our retreat, your sacred space. Set up your own little retreat place in your home. It could be anywhere, and just make it very a place where you can have like a ritual, right? I have a place where if anyone needs healing or if anyone's having any challenges, I write down what, write down their name, the challenge that they're moving through, always holding them in a space for their highest and best outcome and healing. And then I release it. My way to release is I have like an altar. I put it under a candle, and then I light the candle and I release it for the person's highest good, or for mine, whoever it may be. From having a struggle, I don't quite know what to do with a decision. Under the candle it goes, I release, and it's the process of when we could go into this retreat, right? Buddhists have known this. You find a retreat, it's in the release. When we release, then that's when things start to work themselves out. We usually create a lot of excess chaotic energy, trying too hard to fix things. A lot of times you have to have a little space. Okay, so we set up our retreat. We use our retreat to find our inner essence. Okay, so now is a time when we're all needing to tap into what is bringing us vitality, joy, these higher expressions of ourselves, what makes us happy, right? To knowing that and putting that in our rituals. Nurturing the young, very important right now. That's an interesting card that came out. So, giving of ourselves. If we're going through a challenge, usually when we can focus on someone else and being there to support someone else, it brings us out of our lowered vibration of being in our own pain. And this is where we receive the healing back. So being there for others will lift us out of our own whatever we're going through. And the young are guides. We have very special young ones that need TLC and support, and for us to really open up that connection and know that they have all these special gifts that we are to learn from them as well. It's reciprocal, right? Giving them the freedom to be themselves, and they will teach us so much more than what we could probably teach them. So, gratitude for the young. Communion, learning to be in cooperation right now. Even though we're moving into Leo season, all these, I've seen so many shifts in organizations, groups, relationships where the ego part is falling away, and all these structures. And it's very fascinating to see that. The ego structure, the attention for focus on self is starting to dissolve. And we are starting to open up to see that there's a bigger picture when we can connect with others. It's not all about what goes on in here, right? The inner knowing and letting it channel is important, but opening up to be able to support our loved ones right where they are, accept people right where they are, and that's how we help move through these transformations and really balance out that Leo action, fiery energy that's going to be firing up right now. So it's time to put things in action, but also in cooperation with others. It's not all about us anymore. It's how can we align as a group and form a soul tribe or soul team, and how do we do this as a collective, right? Communion, harmonics, it's all about the cooperation, increasing our frequency to higher levels, really focusing on what's important and letting go of the doing, the distractions, letting go of media, right? It's all, a lot of fear is being infused into our media. So it's, how can we continue to be able to research, open up, and see bigger truths that are going on, but not take on any of the fear that's being propagated. A lot of things, they want us in fear, and it's all for drama, it's all for ratings. So when we realize that all this is really theatrical, right? Wanting us to participate in this energy drama, you cut the drama and you realize that you can speak your truth without being in fear. So continuing to empower ourselves, it's back to how can we empower ourselves and bring that out into our circles. Secret equipment. I've never seen that one come up before. So secret equipment, a lot of emphasis is being brought on technology and energy, and it's all related. We just never thought of these terms, and I'm going to keep making these videos so that we can start being more mindful of being more than this physical body. We are so much more than this physical body when we begin to see that everything is energetic, there's cause and effect, and when we move ourselves out of that, we can balance out all the emotions, right? Because with the emotions are shut off from the electrical brain that makes any sense. But when you start seeing everything as energy and how there's a cause and effect, you can have a more balanced view, and you take more authority in what you choose to put out, right? So for me, I want to put out positive energy. I want it to be the highest vibration. I want to feel the best I can feel. I want to feel vitality, right? So making those connections and being with people that support that mindset. And what kind of reading, what kind of things are illuminating you from the inside and lifting you up so you're not, caught in the trap, stuck in our routines of just automatic doing this, doing that, right? And not being fully present and experiencing the real connection and appreciating the moment that we're in and who we're with. So being very mindful of our technology and how it's all energy based, and being mindful of what we allow in our space, we only allow the highest divine energy and frequency in our space. And when you hold that intention, that's your field that you will hold. It's learning how to control and open up to seeing that you have a field, and you can hold whatever energy you choose once you can see that. So that leads us to, we're moving into a higher part of ourselves, liberation. I keep saying we're evolving, right? Our DNA is evolving. Our children, you see the children, we have super babies. To see the intelligence and the connection and the knowing inside these babies is just absolutely incredible. And if we could just take a moment to really appreciate that and think about the difference, we are evolving, and it's a wonderful thing if we embrace that. And how do we find that liberation in ourselves? Learning from them how to tap into that inner knowing, right? And supporting them so that they feel comfortable in expressing their soul gifts. What is their soul gift that they are here to share and experience? And from that space, it's all a healing experiment, is the conclusion that I come up with. So I invite you to find your sacred space. Where is it that you're needing healing right now? Give yourself permission to go there and purge. It's not a comfortable place to be. I've been doing that now. I need to let go of a lot of stuff, and material things really are not so important for me. They're important for our security, but it's the attachment, right? The energetic attachment that I keep things. And so actually Tom's been very wonderful in being patient, and he'll just sit there and he says, I know this is hard for you to let go. And it's very amazing because the things really are not that important to me, but the connections, I'm missing the connections. And this is a time for us to move back into connecting with what is really important, because we've all been in this place where we had to find ourselves and we had to go through these different experiences, whatever they may be. So many people are going through challenges, big, huge challenges. And I reflect back, and I remember times when I felt like I was all alone going through that. And now, we've all had to go through that dark night of the soul, right? The night, but the night with our shield and our spear and our armor. And now it's like moving back and reconnecting to our soul tribe. So what will we bring healing in ourselves and our soul tribe? All right. I'm in a much different place now, so I'm opening to share that part. And it's very interesting because I'm left and right balanced. So I attract a lot of very unique individuals, and I research a lot. And when people think a different way, I really dig deep. I don't block it out, like people are different or strange, or because they think differently that, it's not important for me. It's an invitation where I need to research why people are experiencing what they're experiencing. A lot of people are opening up so many different gifts, and it's a scary time for them because there is no manual for this, right? A lot of people, their intuitions are being open, wide open. They're having dreams, they're having all kinds of different intuitive experiences. And who do you have to talk about that, right? This is where you need, if you're having experiences like that, you need to connect with other people that have been going through this and to help guide you, and just someone that you can talk to. And it's really just opening up to higher communication. We're always so limited in our minds to think that and we're so rigid, so we keep going through these ripples where our minds are continually being blown open beyond what we know to know for sure. So I invite you to open up your mind when you're feeling challenged. Open up your mind and really try to dig to the other person's perspective to understand what is it that propels them to feel so passionately, right, about a topic or whatever it may be. And how can you just be in a space of allowing? Everybody is holding their own importance of knowing. It's like we all each have a pie in the cosmic puzzle, right? and all the pieces are starting to come together and fit together. So if you're having any experiences, challenges, health challenges, or any other challenges, feel free to connect. I put my email out there, which I didn't used to do that before, but serenityfirst@gmail.com, and share what's going on with you. It's very fascinating times, and it's all good. It's all good. And seeing the dissolving of these challenges and people starting to really fit together and being more in cooperation and more from their heart. It's like we're learning how to live more fully from our heart. I can feel it. So a lot of times I can feel what's going on collectively. So that's been a challenge for a very long time. And when you keep that to yourself, that's even more challenging. So connect with your tribe. You are right where you're supposed to be. And fascinating reading. Liberation and healing is the key right now. So find your joy and connect. Connect with your soul tribe. Have a wonderful month of August. And I'm going to be videotaping hiking and gridding. And I do gridding with crystals. Oh my God, I'm almost 58. My birthday will be this month. And last year, I decided to start gridding, right? And putting crystals as I'm hiking in the mountains. So you never know when things are going to hit you, and you're just being called to do something different. So follow your path, follow your soul, follow your joy, and live through your heart. I see peace and ease in every cell of your body, right here, right now. Click subscribe. Click the bell so you get future videos. And click like so I know whether you like these videos. Okay?